Please. Can't hold on much longer.
Pod dropping.
No! Are you insane? Stop attacking. Immediately.
Are your hopium levels down? Are you experiencing a hopium withdrawal? Are you feeling kind of depressed? Are you feeling kind of depressed?
I know I am, but fret not, because today we're going to be giving you Hopium by regurgitating information from the official Half-Life 3/HLX Myra board. And what is a Myra board, you may ask? Well, it's just basically a giant compendium. This one in particular is a giant compendium of all the information and leaks we have regarding Project HLX. And essentially, this Myra board is symbolic and emblematic of a one-sided text exchange with your crush.
You'll never be a real incel. They'll stare at you, talk about getting together with you. Even other guys look up to you. You are the role model for what a man should be. You have girls lining up for you, but you're just too autistic to go talk to them.
But you know what? That doesn't quite encapsulate it, because Gaben doesn't have the decency to respond with an okay or an emoji or a nothing. It's literally fucking nothing for 20 years. Wait a minute. I spoke too soon. Is he actually gonna announce it? Wait a minute. Let me add Black Guy listens to Pink Floyd for the first time on the screen really quick. There we go. That'll give me more views. Oh, shit. Oh. Okay.
What's going on?
Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh. So yeah, anyways, to boot, we are going to springboard this Myra board by relaying the information in the announcement rumors section, which has like 3 fucking new badges on the left side. So the information here must be really fucking good. So, okay. So we've got a high rumor concentration warning. We've got... Oh, okay. So all the new badges is the debunking. Oh, so all the new badges on the left side of the announcement section are just debunks. Okay. Well, we're not off to a great start. So let's just start off with the one that is true, the one that is factually plausible so far, and that is the one by Mike Straw that we all know already. Senior editor for Insider Gaming. You know it. I know it. It says right here that Mike Straw seems insistent on the idea that there's another big Valve announcement, and it's Half-Life X. So first tweet says, by the way, Valve isn't done with big announcements. Soon, there's going to be something else. And people respond, HLX Game Awards, and Mike Straw says, it's unlikely to be at the TGAs. Alejandro Munez says, you think HLX will be in consoles too, besides Steam machines? And Mike Straw responds, I'm not sure. I just assume at some point whether launch or later, but with Valve, you never know. So yeah, that's just great, you know? You never know with Valve, and the implication here is that he doesn't know if his information's right, because with the Valve, you never fucking know. And he just tops it off, says, it's happening soon enough, just be ready. Okay, the duality of man. With Valve, you never know, and then on the bottom it says, it's happening soon enough, just be ready. So, okay. Like, I understand that was in direct response to the console question, but the tacit admission of, with Valve, you never fucking know, and then having this firm resolve of, like, it's releasing soon, it seems like cognitive dissonance to me. Stop, I'm beginning to doubt myself, I'm beginning to doubt everything, I'm beginning to doubt Gaben, I'm beginning to doubt my existence. Where's the fucking Hopium? Oh, there it is. Oh, fuck, I think I'm developing a Hopium tolerance. Shit's not hitting the same like it used to, I'm telling you.
Why isn't this working? Is there something missing? Must more blood be shed?
So next is this section on Jeff Grubb, co-owner of Giant Bomb, prominent insider also. So here it says, Giant Bomb were officially at the press event for the Steam hardware announcement. In a podcast post factum, Jeff, after asking his colleague if there was any indication to HLX, said he thinks it should be around the corner.
Any final things from these three devices? I guess they did use the number 3 to say we have 3 pieces of hardware. Was there a sniff of what is now the much rumored coming of Half-Life 3? Like, I thought there was a chance maybe you'll come back and tell me you saw that. They're still not talking about that if that's real, although I think it might still pop up here any minute. Was there any hint or any teases, anything along those lines?
I don't know, Grub. I can't read them at all. For as polite and nice and knowledgeable as they all are, I feel like they probably have the best poker faces in the industry because, tinfoil hat on, like you said, they're showing 3 things. The primary demo on the Steam frame, Half-Life Alyx. Come on, guys, follow the breadcrumbs. What's going on?
Okay, listen. I'm all for memes. I'm all for the number 3 meme, the I want to believe Half-Life 3 meme. But if you're unironically going to say that the 3 pieces of hardware being showcased during the Steam hardware trailer is indicative of something, let alone a breadcrumb trail, especially if we're going to compound that with the fact that there was Half-Life Alyx gameplay in the Steam frame, and pack all that up as proof for Half-Life 3, just no, bro. Just no. Dude, Half-Life Alyx is literally Valve's only fucking VR game. It's like one of the best VR games ever made, and 3 pieces of hardware, that shit's just inconsequential. Like, are you unironically gonna tell me that they created 3 pieces of hardware just for the fucking clue? They created the 3 pieces of hardware, they go through the laborious and financial burden of creating 3 pieces of hardware, just designing and creating it and manufacturing it, and they're just gonna, like, and they did that for, like, clues. You're basically like a 9/11 conspiracy theorist at this point.
But that was always so funny to me, because it's like, what do you think happened, right? Like, the fucking CIA was like, okay, plan's ready to go. Ready to blow up the World Trade Center. There's only one step left. The clues. Yep. Yeah, it's clue time. It's time to get the clues out there, so we're gonna have the Treasury team up with Mad Magazine to...
And next we've got a section on the Gabe follower, and his title here says, co-founder of Passionate Gamers Ltd. I guess it's an inside joke or some shit, insider joke, I don't fucking know. In summary, it says, nothing has changed from Gabe followers' information. They're aiming for a 2025 announcement. Okay, but he was unable to confirm the trailer rumors. So this is in response to Tyler McVicker's claims that there's a trailer in the making.
If it survives the New Year holidays and there are no serious problems during the playtest with a close circle of people, then the development will continue at the right pace, and the announcement in 2025 may turn out to be quite possible.
And HLX should be expected in 2024-2025, unless of course it gets cancelled.
Yeah, can you not fucking say that? I don't need that right now. And next we've got the Vicar, and the Vicar is basically a Catholic term, to be honest. I'm just gonna call him Tyler McVicker. Passionate Gamer, subtitle, Passionate Gamer right here. And here it is, here it says, Tyler mentioned a rumor that a new trailer is in the works, with Valve planning to release Raising the Bar this year, possibly to coincide with a big Half-Life announcement. He also shared that a verified source working on the project said they had their last meeting this year, which what could mean an announcement is coming soon, or that work might pause until after the holidays. There have been several leaks from insiders hinting at a Half-Life reveal. Though no one's confirming exact dates, Tyler's been reaching out to these sources and feels positive about the whole ordeal, leading him to believe the game may be getting announced soon-ish. The Vicar, Passionate Gamer, says soon-ish. Okay, soon in Valve time is like 20 years, possibly. We are abused dogs. We need an exact time frame, not these blanket words like soon. That don't mean anything. We need... Please, Mr. Vicar, please. And he says that this announcement could happen after the holidays, with regard to the trailer. And I think when he means after the holidays, I think he means after Christmas, specifically, not like after New Year's or some shit like that. I think he specifically means after Christmas, and I think the gay follower is like, after the holidays would be in direct contradiction to the gay follower, because that would mean post 2026. And I think they're working within the same wavelength here. I don't think there's a contradiction here. Like, even though the game followers whole cloth dismissing the idea that there's a trailer in the works or there's going to be a trailer being released in the upcoming weeks, as he says here in this Reddit post. But I think they're just working with different sources that are, I think, good. I hope they're good, and I think it all works together. Like, I don't think Tyler McVickers or Gaben followers' information is mutually exclusive or directly contradictory, and it can exist simultaneously. I think they're just working with different sources that are good, but they just got different information. Could Valve be possibly sowing the seeds of confusion for everyone? I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. Okay, I think to end this video, we're gonna take a little overview of the full development timeline spanning from 2019 to 2025. We really need a bird's eye holistic view of all of this, okay? So the first note says here, and this is in 2019 September, Gary gets access to Source 2 in September. He accidentally makes a comment to the SBox repo public on September 22nd, okay? The next one is we got right here. One of the employees seems to be very likely mentioning HLX on their portfolio, plausibly making 2020 the first year when any real work started. We got here. We've got August 2022. Greg Coomer's interview with Kimitsu confirms that Half-Life Alyx, quote, is a sign that Valve has more to say about this world, end quote. August 4th, 2022. An interview with Moraski conducted by Stefan Hines. Mike accidentally says he has worked on 2 Half-Life games before quickly correcting himself and saying that he has worked only on a single Half-Life game. Half-Life 25th anniversary. Valve updates the game by modernizing it to the Steam Deck, adding new content and fixing bugs. They also released a documentary produced by NoClip. And you've got that tweet by Mike Shapiro, the voice actor for G-Man, making that cryptic tweet about unforeseen consequences to come. Like, the guy literally said in G-Man's voice, prepare for unforeseen consequences. Like, what more do we need? What more do I need? We don't need any more. That's, like, sufficient, to be honest. And then you've got, the Half-Life 2 anniversary update. Honestly, I think the updates for Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2 and the documentaries coinciding them is probably the most damning piece of evidence that isn't a piece of code or a reference to something, or even insider information. I think this is one of the more compelling sets of evidence to me personally, because they are literally facilitating the primer for Half-Life 3. Because if you're going to update Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2, you're going to release documentaries coinciding them, and then you're going to release a book raising the bar. Again, it's like you are expecting people wanting to go back and play Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2, and what better way would that be facilitated if not a Half-Life 3 release? And mind you, when they released Raising the Bar for the first time, it was like right after Half-Life 2 got released, and the entire premise of that book was the huge expectations that they were, trying to fulfill, and the development and this creative cycle of trying to raise the bar again, raise the bar for what a Half-Life game could be and what technology can be in video games. And I think, I don't know, it's just a really weird and pertinent release. I think is kind of like a motif in a way, and I think it's gonna herald the same message alongside the release of Half-Life 3, and pack the Mike Shapiro tweet onto that and all the insider information, all the references to the code, and the unyielding developmental timeline of this fucking project. And it just paints a very vivid, overwhelming picture. Like, what you need to do is just take a step back, take a God's eye, holistic view at everything, the confluence of all of the leaks and everything we know of, this entire Myra board, and just make a deduction from that. And using Occam's razor, what is the simplest answer with the least presumptions? And that would clearly be a new Half-Life game. And if it's titled HLX, then it's that X is in it's a number, and I don't even know why I'm doing this video, to be honest, because it's so fucking blatantly obvious. I think the only problem people have is that the release is uncertain, the date itself, and games get delayed all the fucking time, so it's not really clear. And this is despite what insiders tell you, because as we all know, Valve are perfectionists. They like to bake their goods for a very long time, and they're no stranger to delaying stuff and to prolonging development, to, you know, prolong the bug fixing and the play testing. And so it's just like people at this point are snoring hopium, not because they do not know that's going to release at some point. They're just afraid of, you know, dying before it gets released, essentially, or, you know, waiting an unfathomable more amount of time. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this video, to be honest, because I think, like I said, the picture is overwhelming. It's vivid. It's clear. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's just when at this point.